Hello there, welcome to Critic Reviews. I'm going to have a quick look at King and Conqueror, the new BBC CBS series. I'm not even meant to be here today. Seriously, I was going to take today off from YouTube, apart from later doing a stream with the Nielsen's report on the Outcast Creative. However, one of the things that I was asked to watch in preparation for this was King and Conqueror, which is, quite frankly, absolutely awful. I've watched the first episode and it's bad. It's desperately trying to be Game of Thrones with lots of political intrigue, machinations going on behind the courts, the various counties of England. You've got your Wessexes, you've got your Crown. The problem is that it all feels like modern people basically doing LARP, very high budget LARP. Except that I do think that LARPers would probably get the dialogue right. This all seems to be more or less modern day dialogue. Modern writers, i.e. Muppets, writing what they think ye old dialogue sounds like, without having any idea of what ye old dialogue actually sounds like. So rather than saying dad, they'll say father. But all of the construction of all of the sentences and all of the dialogue and every bit of script, it just sounds like modern English trying to be old. They have absolutely no idea what dialogue would have been like back in 1066. Now, this is meant to be the story of William the Conqueror and Harold, and for some reason there's some kind of weird bromance going on between them. This, don't ask. Some of the casting is horrific. Nicole Cold-Costu dude from Game of Thrones looks embarrassed to be here, quite frankly. There's a couple of decent acting performances, but the majority of people are miscast. It has all of the trappings of modern writing. Horses practically teleport from one place to another. Do you have any idea how long it would get from one place to the other in 1066? The writers don't. It's a matter of minutes. Literally teleporting. It's also, I hate to say, being the BBC, got the trappings of a modern version of historical events in cases of women presence and diversity. Now look, it's not a bad thing that women have more equality these days. It's not a bad thing necessarily that things are more diverse these days. But in 1066, they weren't. So when you've got women running around calling the shot, Edward the Confessor is the least kingly thing that I've ever seen in my entire life. He's a mummy's boy. His mummy is literally pulling all of the strings. You can practically see during his coronation speech that he's reciting memorised dialogue while his mother nods at him approvingly. It's pathetic. You've got diverse people, like black people in the King's Court in 1066. Like maybe I might have thought a couple of hundred years ago. Maybe you get away with that, BBC, but 1066? Jesus. It's fairly well produced. The writing is, again, the massive problem with it. You go over to Normandy and everybody's pretty much speaking the same bloody dialect that they are in Wessex. It's horrible. It's absolutely horrible. It's about as, I think Braveheart's more historically accurate. It's absolutely shocking in every single way. It's desperately trying to be Game of Thrones. That's the feeling you get from it. There's intrigue over what, Henry's doing, and you've got the Lothario kind of character in William's brother Swain, and then you've got the bastard son who's the good guy. Swain's an arsehole, and then William's the boring one. It's just horrible. You've got women handling torture sequences and stuff like that. If it's unpalatable to you, don't fucking make it. If 1066 is so offensive, if you were to portray it authentically to your sensibilities, then don't fucking make it. Don't go and remake something in your own image, fitting more towards your sensibilities. Just leave it. If you're not going to make it properly, just leave it. It's horrific. It's absolutely horrific. It really is. There is no... and even getting beyond any of the modernisms and teleporting horses or anything like that, and the fact that half the performances are wooden and most of the people are miscast or any diversity, it's just boring. It's so badly told. You get a scene where Henry, the French king, is trying to hunt somebody down. Basically, he's got his goons hunting somebody down. It cuts back to France, has one scene with his son is shooting a bow. Somebody tells up to tell him that they've not found somebody, so he says, go and find them. And then it cuts from there immediately back to Britain. What's the point in that scene? Do you think we might have forgotten? They obviously think the audience might have forgotten that his main plan is to hunt down this guy because he has a secret. Of course he has a secret, because 90% of this is made up. It's absolutely horrific. We could have got something good, but unfortunately, because the BBC and CBS and modern writers got hold of it, we didn't. We got absolute crap. I'm done. It's absolute bollocks. I lasted one episode. That was it. I have no intention of watching anymore. Avoid. I'm going back to my day off. Thanks for watching. I've been Critic out.